Yeah, so, well, thank you. I appreciate you very much, calling me a bastardly expert. Don't know how many people on that site would actually agree, because it seems that, more people hate me than they like me. But hey, I like being an expert at something, so let's move on and discuss some of the comments that were, posted during your first entry. Since this is pretty much one of the main reasons, to me at least, that you always stuck out in the back of my mind as a bastardly lady of the day. Someone who's obviously sucking the glass dick extra hard called you fat. The ludicrousness and how completely ridiculous that comment is unbelievable to me. That being said, what's your take on some of the comments?
Well, about some of the comments that I received, I did read them all, and, well, I noticed some people called me fat, and I have to say, I don't agree with that, and I know I'm not fat, because, well, my doctor doesn't think I'm fat, and that's what's important. So, and it's about what I think and what my doctor thinks, not about what the general public thinks. And I know I'm not fat because according to my BMI, I'm pretty close to underweight, actually. And my diet and lifestyle, I know I don't consume enough calories for my, you know. So, and I know not to take these comments seriously. Also, some people said I had like a Miss Piggy nose, and honestly, some of the angles that I use for pictures, the upwards, obviously my nose is going to look more like a pig, because when you do that with your pictures, you know, it's just the angles, so, I know my nose is normal, so, normal, you know, if I had some normal angles. And then, also, some people said that I looked underage, like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, and honestly, I know I look young, I get comments on it all the time, and honestly, I'm okay with that because, you know, when I turn 30 and I'm still looking like I'm 20, I think that's going to be a great thing. And when I'm older, I just won't have to worry so much about wrinkles and other things because I don't tan, I don't fake and bake. And so I do look young and I realize that, but I really am 20 years old and I'm turning 21 in December. So anyway, that's okay if I look young. I don't mind at all.
I agree too. Having a young look now, as you get older, will pay off as you do get older. We see a lot of celebrities these days around your age that look a lot older than they really are. Like Brooke Hogan's around your age, and she's a good example of what I mean. That it's just scary seeing. It's a scary thought to see what, like, somebody like Brooke Hogan or one of the celebrities at 1920 that's ugly now and that looks old now is what they're going to look like at age 30. You know, all women should be as blessed as you are to look so young now, because, you know, when you hit 30, I'm sure if you're married, your husband will appreciate you looking, you know, very good. Now, this is something I've always wondered from many of the women that visit the Bastardly, but never asked, so I guess you'll be the first. So, who do you find more attractive over at the Bastardly? You've got Malicious, whose comments are always on point, and his captions are always fucking funny as anything, and that guy's always a hoot. Or you got Jaclyn, who simply, he's the strong silent type, you know? So which do you prefer? Who do you find more attractive?
I've always liked Jackson more because he's the strong silent type like you said, and that definitely appeals more to me because, well, I like, you know, Malicious as well, but his comments can be pretty obnoxious and his picture captions aren't really too appropriate most of the time, which I know it's Bastardly, they're not supposed to be. But sometimes they're a bit harsh, and I don't agree with them. So I definitely like the strong and silent type much better.
So now, speaking of yourself and men, and what you may or may not like, being an attractive woman You must get a lot of offers for dates and asked out quite a bit. It must be nice to hear to have your choice of men when it comes down to it. What kind of guys do you prefer? Because being a bachelor lady of the day, I'm interested if a guy has to be a bastard to date you.
Thanks, Phil. Yeah, well, actually, I do get a lot of offers for dates on the internet and at work and, around my friends as well. My friends' friends that I don't know and stuff like that. And most of the time, I do reject them because I'm incredibly picky. Age differences, weight differences, different interests. It just doesn't work for me if it's too much of a drastic difference, which it usually is. So, honestly, I have to say, I'm dating a really nice guy right now. I'm really happy with him. And, so right now, the dating situation is going great. But, I don't know. About the bastard part, a guy does not have to be a bastard to date me because, honestly, I don't like bastards all that much because, they're assholes. And I'd prefer it if the guy was nice and honest and not a bastard. So, no, he doesn't have to be a bastard. I'd rather if he wasn't.
Well, whomever the guy you're dating right now, I think we can all agree he's a lucky guy. I've mentioned you're an obsessive X-Files fan. While chances are others might not care, I do. Since I like the X-Files, and since it's my fucking podcast, I'll ask whatever the fuck I want. So, what's your favorite non-X-Files role for David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson? And also I'm interested in who was your favorite guest star on the X-Files?